All right, we're going to talk about composition of functions. And what does this really mean? It means we're going to combine a function within another function. And it is written as follows. F of g of x or f of g of x, right? So this is how we're going to say it. We're going to say this as f of g of x. And this is stated the same exact way. F of g, kind of in the middle there, and then x. All right, so let's actually just jump right into this. It is a very conceptual topic, but once we start to do the problems, it might make more sense. So notice here, this is really important, that this problem is asking for the f of g of x, and we can rewrite that as f of g of x. And notice how g of x is in the middle. It's kind of within the parameters of f. So what we do is, I'm going to rewrite this as f, and then instead of writing g of x, I'm literally going to write what g of x is, 2x minus 1. Now, you should recall that if I asked you for f of 7, you would take this 7 and you would plug it in for whatever x is. And so, folks, we're going to do the exact same thing, except this time we're going to plug in a 2x minus 1 into f, wherever we see an x. And why are we going to plug it into f? Because that's the function that we are inserting it into. If you want, you can think of it as a pregnant woman whose first name starts with F, and this is the baby, and the baby is getting put into the X's inside the woman's belly. All right, so let's do that. That's going to be 3 parentheses, and instead of writing an X, I'm writing a 2x minus 1. Don't forget the squared. Minus parentheses. Anytime you're substituting in, just like you would with a number, you're going to put parentheses. So this is going to be a 2x minus 1. And then don't forget the plus 4. All right, let's go ahead and evaluate what 2x minus 1 squared is. Okay, you could either do box method or FOIL. I'm going to do FOIL. 2x minus 1 squared looks like that. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times minus 1 is a negative 2x. Inners are going to be a minus 2x, and then my last minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. That's going to give me a 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. So instead of writing this big old box right here, I'm going to write this as 3 parentheses, 4x squared minus 4x, and then plus 1. All right, and then I have to continue writing this as well, the rest. So that's going to be minus 2x minus 1 plus 4. All right, let's go ahead and do distributed property. So I've got to distribute my 3 here. That's going to give me a 12x squared minus 12x plus 3. Then a minus 2x plus 1 plus 4. So minus 2x plus 1. All right, let's combine our like terms. We only have one 12x squared. Okay, then I've got a minus 12x and a minus 2x. That's a minus 14x. And then I've got a plus 3 and a plus 4. That's going to give me a plus 7. And we are done. All right, looking at this next problem, do you notice how the g is first? So that means that we're actually going to write this as g of f of x, which means we're putting f of x into the belly of our function g. So I'm going to rewrite this as g, and instead of writing f of x, I'm going to write this whole thing right here. So this is going to be a 3x squared minus x plus 4. And again, this simply means that we are going to put this right here in wherever we see an x in g. So I'm going to put this whole thing in right there. So this is going to be equal to 2 times parentheses 3x squared minus x plus 4. While doing distributive property, that's going to give me 6x squared minus 2x plus 8. And that's it. We're done. I would like you to try these two problems on your own and then come back and see if your answers match mine. All right, here are the answers. And if you haven't paused the video already, please try this on your own. Now, feel free to listen to me. If you did not get these right, you want to hear me go through this, but if you did, you can go ahead and turn off the video. You're done. Congrats. All right, for this one here, I just took a second to rewrite f of g of x as this notation. And then instead of writing g of x, I wrote the x plus 2. So this is telling me that I need to plug in x plus 2 into f, wherever I see an x. So I'm putting that x plus 2 here and here. So here's my insertion. And then I go ahead and I do FOIL or box method with this, and that gives me this. And then rewriting that above, I go ahead and do distributive property with this problem, which gives me the 4x plus 8, and then I combine like terms. This next problem here, B, is actually easier, but a little trickier in terms of understanding what to do. So here I'm rewriting it as g of f of x. I replace my f of x with what f of x is. Then I'm going to insert this into x, which is simply going to be parentheses x squared plus 4x, and then don't forget the plus 2. Well, the parentheses don't mean anything when we're talking about all addition there, and so I'm going to go ahead and drop the parentheses. There's nothing to combine, and that problem is done. That's it for this video. We certainly will practice in class. Thanks for watching. Be happy.